That man hates you. He cannot stand you. He does not love you. He does not even want you. He is not even sexually attracted to you, but he does not want anybody else to have you. And so instead of letting you go, he would rather make your life a living hell.
Good morning. I woke up to the video of Tina Campbell and her husband's situation, and I just wanted to say, when people show you who they are and how they feel about you, y'all better start believing people, because this is how people end up 6 feet under. By not believing. When somebody show you that they hate you and that they don't love you and they don't have no respect for your relationship, you better start believing them.
But one thing about men, they are going to have the audacity, because for years you cheated on this lady, you had a child, like you cheated multiple times, and then you're gonna have the nerve to divorce her? Yes, please.
Tina, how'd you find out about the affairs?
Someone actually who knows me very well, they were watching me on the reality show, and I was always saying, I can leave all of this. I can just go and I'm just be with my husband, and I don't need none of this, just me and Teddy, and they can have this. And they were like, listen, I hate to have to say this to you, and I followed the information that I found out for 6 months to make sure it was true, because I don't want to break your heart, but don't stop doing what you're doing, because you might need to take care of you and your kids. So they told me about 2 of them, right? I had talked to my husband 2 days before I was in New York, and I talked to him and I was like, listen, honey, I got reason to believe there's something that's going on, and I need you to be, I'm coming to you because I love you and I want to be able to work through whatever this is, and I need you to tell me. We stayed on the phone for 1 hour and 8 minutes. He didn't give me nothing. So when we came home, the person who it was, she used to work for me, and so that broke my heart. She was like a godmother to my children. She had access to my home to come get my kids, and all that kind of stuff was very, mixed in our family. And so I called, and she didn't answer her phone. So when we got home, it was Super Bowl Sunday, I said, come upstairs. I said, are you having an affair with her? And he said, no. I said, call her. While we doing this, I was like, call her. And so he did. And he was like, Tina wants to know, and da-da-da-da-da. And I said, are you sleeping with my husband? And she hung up the phone, so I had my answer. So it broke my heart. It devastated me, and I spazzed out. I destroyed 3 cars, and I started doing all of that, and I said, I'm practicing dying every day. Either I'm gonna die wrong or live right. And so we've been working on living right.
I am just so upset to continuously see how Christian women, or women, but Christian women, stick through and hold on during sins that even God said, if this happens, I'm giving you an out. Like, I get it that you want to be this upstanding person and you want to be this image of faith and love and forgiveness and all of these things, but if God said, this is the one thing that I'm giving you in marriage that is your excuse to leave, clearly the good Lord knows, baby, the man ain't gonna get back right after he done got that out of line.
Tina Campbell's divorce is the prime example of the lies you guys continue to tell on God. God has no desire for you as a wife to remain in a marriage where you are mistreated and disrespected. He has not placed on you some purpose or some ordained mission to remain in an unhealthy marriage and change someone. That's his job, not yours. So I pray for our Christian women and for Christian wives who are looking for husbands. I hope that we come to a point where we begin to tell the truth and we stop lying on God. It is your own fear that causes you to remain in marriages where you are mistreated because you are afraid of starting over.
because this is the reality that I've seen for many Christian women. Why do you negate one sin over the other?
Ooh.
Why is one sin more heavily induced than the other? Okay, he cheated on you, not just with anybody. I'm talking about with your God, the godmother of your children, the people that work under her. She literally went on television and that lady broke down to her Adam in front of her peers, in front of her family. And you know what they told her? Stay in the fight. Make sure you get right. You're going to get through this. Stay with this man. And now 20 something years later, he is embarrassing you, not only just within your household, he's embarrassing you on the media. For once in your life, women, I beg you to put yourself first. When that man does you wrong, walk, because you're going to save yourself 20 more years of heartache.
I'm not gonna lie. Every woman who has been with a man who really didn't want to be there, there will be signs. And if you choose to ignore those signs, and I'm sure, you know, at one point he really did love her, or he really did have a kind of, you know, a fondness of her, but Mary is a big name in the gospel space, and all eyes on you, on a man who doesn't have what you have, and a man who isn't as talented as you are. The signs would be there. And it's clearly that he knew that he could never hurt her financially. He could never beat her. No one was checking for him like they were checking for her. But he did know that he could break her heart. He did know that his behavior could tear her down. So that man hated her. He hated her, and he was jealous of her, and he was an opportunist. That's how I see it. And he had the audacity to divorce her. I know he was like, yeah, now you go heal. It's just crazy how the devil uses the people the closest to you to tear you down. But that's what it is. And it's just so sad to see that she has to go through this. But I know at some point she's probably, you know, became numb after taking all of, you know, that abuse and it being on a public space and people picking it apart. She's probably numb at this point. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. For the people who are new, thank you so much for watching this video. For the people who have been here, thank you for your support. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, comment your thoughts. And yeah, I'm out.